Niznik. I'm a nutritional consultant here at the World of Wellness. Yeah, we're formerly known as the Weiner Wellness Center. If you come to see me, I communicate with your body. We get your body actually to communicate with both of us, and it tells us what's going on internally. I'm an applied kinesiologist. That's a method of using your own body's energy with muscle testing to see if you're strong here, strong there. You may be weak here. You may be weak there. You may be weak there. Where we find you have weak reflexes, we find which particular nutrient strengthens your weak reflexes. That may help you pinpoint what your body wants to help you maybe right the ship. If you have some health challenges, this may be a great way to go, to put nutrients in your body to get it to fix itself. This is the whole problem with this whole generation. How many people were trained to help you heal yourself with nutrition? This concept is completely foreign to everybody. When you watch TV, and this is a sad thing, you're watching TV, your kids are watching TV, your parents are watching TV, you see all these pharmaceutical ads on TV for drugs that you can't buy. So why do they put these on TV? To program your mind so that if you have any type of problem, you need a drug as a solution. Even though the drugs may give you these horrible side effects, you need the drug as a solution. They're not trained, you're not taught that, hey, maybe you need more nutrition in your body so that your liver can work better, your kidney can work better, your heart can work better, you can detoxify better. That concept and this message is never given to you. You're seeing the message, you have this particular problem, you need this drug for it. And kids see these messages thousands of times and over again in their life. And when they get older and they have issues in their mind, I got to go see the doctor, get a pill for that. There's no pill for an ill. They only treat symptoms of your problems. The medications don't give you the cure for your problems. Unless you have like a bacterial infection, antibiotics can kill bacteria, but most everything else they have to offer is just symptom abatement, symptom management. We want to really get to the core of your issues. And my talk today is going to be on inflammation. One of the biggest killer across the world is cardiovascular disease. What creates cardiovascular disease? Inflammation. So what's inflaming your body? Most of the people I see, they have no idea what's inflaming their body, but they go to a doctor and they give them anti-inflammatory drugs. Well, why are you taking the drug? Why don't you investigate what's inflaming your body? This avenue is never investigated in the traditional medical realms. So this is what I do. When you come to see me, we're going to ask your body, what's going on? Your body will tell me, when I test on foods, there's like 70 foods your body had a problem with. Your body said this. I didn't say this. You didn't say it. Your body, through a kinesiology test, says, I have a negative response to all these different foods. When I test metals in the heavy metals testing kit, your body may say, I have a problem with 5, 6, 7, 8 metals. And then once we find we have all these weak reflexes, you can test to see which particular nutrient strengthens all those weaknesses. So what's inflaming us? Well, number one, food. Everybody eats food, and you need food to survive, right? Well, food in this country has been modified. Just leave it at that. It's been modified with chemicals, modified with chemistry to create an effect on your body that maybe isn't the best for your overall health. Like, why would you eat antifreeze? They put antifreeze in supplements. They put antifreeze in over-the-counter drugs. They put antifreeze in ice cream. They put antifreeze in cookies, polyethylene glycol, propylene glycol, antifreeze. One of the best ways to kill a raccoon that's eating the garbage out of your garbage can, put a bowl of antifreeze out, and with 2 weeks it destroys their kidneys and they're dead. So why would you put that in your body? Stuff like that inflames you. Red 40. Red 40 is banned across the world other than 2 countries. United States and another country allow Red 40. Everybody else bans it because it's carcinogenic, creates cancer. But you look at different over-the-counter medications, so many of them have Red 40 in that. Why would you put Red 40 in an over-the-counter medication? You're taking a medication for like Gas-X, you can Pepto-Bismol, for intestinal issues. Why do you need colored red? Obviously, they're putting things in there to inflame your body, and over time, you get inflammation from food, you get inflammation from medicines, you get inflammation from cheap supplements. They put Red 40 in some supplements. So this is the things that creates damage in our bodies, inflames us, and that inflammation damages tissues and cells. Then you have to waste energy dissolving those cells and creating new cells to replace them. That energy can go into your your organs, to your livelihood. So identification of what's inflaming you is critical. When people come to see me, we're going to test food, test food, test food. And what are you eating? Let's go through your diet. What are you eating? Are you sauteing vegetables in olive oil? That olive oil turns to acrylamide when you heat it. Whenever you press an olive, you get olive oil. As soon as that olive oil is exposed to the air, it starts to oxidize. The older the olive oil is, the more of it in that bottle is oxidized. Oxidized olive oil creates acrylamides. And when you heat olive oil, it rapidly oxidizes the olive oil, creating a lot of acrylamides, which is a highly inflammatory, toxic, carcinogenic substance. So again, do we need an anti-inflammatory drug, or do we need to investigate what are we really eating and what are we doing to ourselves? Because we don't know any better, because the educational system in this country is geared to you not knowing any better, and then they make money selling you drugs, selling you drugs, selling you drug. So if we have inflammation in our body, if we want to get that inflammation down, well, why don't we start with the building blocks your body needs to create anti-inflammatory hormones? Omega-3 essential fatty acids, something like omega-3D by Nutritional Frontiers, is essential fatty acids that help your body uses to make anti-inflammatory compounds in our body to bring inflammation down. If our diet is very poor of omega-3s, we may have a very difficult time reducing inflammation in our body because we don't have the building blocks to make the hormones. So again, what's inflaming your body? You're not drug deficient, probably just nutrient deficient. Then, beyond that, SPMs. SPMs are specialized pro-resolving mediators. Like, who doesn't know about this stuff, right? When they first came out with this, I was like, what did they say? Specialized pro-resolving mediators. They've taken omega-3, and in your body makes these SPMs. Your body makes fractionated portions of omega-3. Omega-3 is EPA and DHA, and this is 18-hydroxy EPA, 17-hydroxy DHA, and 14-hydroxy DHA. Those are the metabolites when you start breaking down omega-3s to make this. There are inflammatory processes in your body that can get turned on when you're irritated by things. But to shut that process off, you need SPMs. So to shut off inflammation in your body needs SPMs for that. So when you take omega-3s, you're going to get some of the building blocks for that. But if you have a lot of inflammation in your body, maybe take some SPMs, which will help you shut off that inflammatory process. But again, what's creating the inflammation? Is it food? Is it toxins? Now, toxins, they used to teach us that our genes were our destiny, and they found that our genes are not our destiny. For the most part, around 90 to 95% of the function of our body is not our genes. It's the epigenome, the covering to our cells. Inside of your cells, you got the genes, and they studied these genes, and they found out we make way more proteins than we actually have genes that can code, transcribe to make proteins. They're like, well, how can you have more proteins than you have genes to make them? So instead of just studying the genes, they started studying the whole cell as a unit, and they found that on the covering to our cells is a set of all these receptor sites called the epigenome. And when toxins and heavy metals, toxic chemicals, mercury, aluminum, cadmium, cobalt, benzene, how many different drugs have benzene in it? How much sunscreen has benzene in it? When that lands on your cell walls, it can distort the way the genes transcribe and create abnormal cellular growth, abnormal cellular functions, tumors, cysts, cancers, inflammation. So if we didn't have those metals and chemicals in our body, we wouldn't have the inflammation. So how do you get it out of your body? Well, there are things that can help you facilitate it getting out, but having the apparatus inside your cells to properly detoxify, which means you need 16 vitamins, 12 amino acids, 2 essential fatty acids, and 60 different minerals, that gives you the building blocks for the detoxification apparatus in our cells that can bind to metals and bind to chemicals to get it out of our system so that it doesn't inflame us. So if you had Frontier Multivitamin, the best testing multivitamin we have here in the office, Frontier Multivitamin, bar none. Take Frontier Multivitamin, take your omega-3D, gives you your essential fatty acids, If you eat meat or fish or eggs or beans and rice at home, you get amino acids from that. It generally isn't something you need to supplement with. And minerals, something like Mineral Rich gives you 70 minerals. So that gives you a more daily complete nutrition to give you the building blocks for the apparatus in your cells that can bind to metals, bind to chemicals and toxins and get it out of your system. So that core is where we should start from. And then beyond that, does your body want extra support to detoxify? One of the best things we have here in the office to help detoxify and bring inflammation down is Proline Greens. Proline Greens is, I don't know, about 40 different powdered fruits, vegetables, and nutrients like Emotion. Emotion is S-acetyl L-glutathione. Our body makes glutathione. You need the building blocks to make glutathione. And this form of glutathione is been shown to have really increase the concentrations of glutathione in your bloodstream, which is a master antioxidant to neutralize toxins that are creating inflammation and damage in your body. So if you took a nutritional regime that can bind to toxins, flush it out of your system, maybe you have less inflammation in your body. Again, are you inflammatory drug deficient or are you just nutrient deficient? As far as nutrient deficiency, we talked about the minerals earlier, 70 minerals. Our farmland is abysmal in nutrient density and specifically mineral sufficiency. And having to risk our daily health on just our diet, it's kind of like a fool's errand because when they studied our farmland, they said our farmland has hardly any minerals left in it. You need minerals to your thyroid to function, minerals for your liver to function, kidney to function, everything in your body you need minerals for. You need minerals to alkalize your body. If you're too acidic, what do acids do? Inflame you. So if your body's too acidic from not enough minerals, you have all this inflammation going on. Do you need an anti-inflammatory drug? Or maybe you need to put more minerals in your system. You see how what I'm getting at here? Okay, moving beyond that. There are nutrients like X-Flame and Inflame. And these things have a broad spectrum of a bunch of different herbs and things in there that have been really shown to bring inflammation down in your body. If you're in pain, you may need something like this. As an adjunct to start with, to get inflammation, get pain down in your body, X-Flame and Inflame are great for that. But let's go beyond that. This is good to start with. What's causing the inflammation? Let's delve into that. So, digestive enzymes. We did a whole presentation the other day on digestive enzymes. So when you digest food, you can have less inflammation in your body. If bigger protein chunks that you don't digest very well get into your bloodstream, your immune system sees these proteins that shouldn't be there and it attacks it like it's some kind of virus. So if you break your food down more efficiently, you may have less inflammation overall. And most people need some support with either digestive enzymes or stomach acid or combinations of the two or combinations with gallbladder support like ox bile extract. So to help you digest food more efficiently, you may need some minerals. You may need some support with something like betazyme. If you need stomach acid support, you may need betazyme. If you need digestive enzyme support, you may need Sybzyme. But I have 16 different digestive aids in my office. We're going to test your body. Your body's going to say, I want this one, not those. It's very specific. It's like throwing darts at a board. Every time you play darts, you try to hit the bullseye, and most of the times you don't. When you go guess it, will this supplement help me? It may. Most supplements are good for you overall, but which one's the optimal one? That's what I can help you do. Hit that bullseye much more often. So having a proteolytic enzyme like protease, having that in between your meals may help dissolve things in your bloodstreams that shouldn't be there and lower overall inflammation. Sybzyme may help you with that. Probzyme may help you with that. Natikin Plus may help you. Wobenzyme N. This is a great thing for possibly eating biofilms around pathogens in our body, as well as dissolving things in our bloodstream that shouldn't be there. Which one's the best for you? Muscle test it. Your body will say, I want this one. These three actually work good for me, but this one tests the best. So come spend an hour with me, and we're going to go through all this stuff. But what if you have a swollen prostate? What's going on with a swollen prostate, inflamed prostate? Well, do you need a drug to lower that inflammation in the prostate, or do you need to find out what's really inflaming you? Your intestine, your large intestine comes up the right side, across the middle, down the left side, and S-turns before it goes out. That S-turn part, the sigmoid colon, is where your stool collects, where all your waste of your body collects. So the part of your body that's most exposed to toxins and waste are the walls of your sigmoid colon. And if your overall nutritional status isn't up to par, too much fungus is growing down there, bacteria, virus, parasites, if that colon wall is too porous and toxins leach from your waste back into your body, the organ that's in closest proximity to that is a prostate and bladder in men, uterus, ovary, and bladder in women. And that's why they say there could be more uterine fibroids, ovarian cysts, bladder issues, prostate issues from a leaky gut, from your intestines leaking too much toxins back into your body. So what do you need for that? Do you need an anti-inflammatory drug for that? Or maybe you need some more probiotics to line that intestinal wall. Maybe you need an antifungal remedy to kill the fungus that's eating up the intestinal wall. Maybe you need more detoxifying nutrients to bind to toxins so they don't bind to you. Maybe you need something like Frontier Cleanse that has a bentonite clay in it that will adhere to toxins stuck to the walls of your intestines. How do we know this? Instead of just throwing darts at the board, hoping to hit the bullseye, maybe come spend an hour with me. We'll ask your body. Your body will say, I like this one and this one, but I don't like those. It can literally be that simple. Okay, moving on beyond that. Your liver. Your liver is supposed to grab toxins, convert them to water-soluble, non-toxic things, possibly bind them with bile, and flush it out of your system. Well, if you have ketchup, soda pop, ice creams, cookies that has high fructose corn syrup in it, high fructose corn syrup is processed in your liver, whereas cane sugar and other sugars are processed in your stomach and your intestines. But the high fructose corn syrup can give your liver fatty liver disease and decrease the ability of your liver to function at maximum capacity. So if your liver has fatty liver disease, which almost everybody has some level of fatty liver disease, its ability to grab toxins and denature them so they don't inflame us, that can be diminished or depleted. And something like Live Complete is a great liver tonic, a great liver helper. It has a lot of nutrients in it that really help the liver. Reducing the high fructose corn syrup in your body. When you buy ketchup, read the label. If it says high fructose corn syrup, toss that. Don't eat that. There's plenty of ketchups out there that don't have high fructose corn syrup in it. Same thing with jellies. How many moms make their kid a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch? They put a sandwich on white bread. White bread is, in the making of that white wheat flour, they remove 34 nutrients are lost, and they make them enrich that flour by putting 4 nutrients back. That's what enriched wheat flour is. They take 34 away and put 4 back. Somehow they get away with calling that enriched. Anyway, so that's basically sugar. That breaks down to sugar, which raises your insulin levels and inflames your body when your insulin levels are raised like that. The peanut butter, if it's these national brand peanut butters, they have hydrogenated oil in it, which is the same chemical backbone as plastic. It's highly inflammatory and toxic. That's terrible, and that'll inflame your body. And then they smear jelly on there, and a lot of jellies are made with high fructose corn syrup. So all that is like an inflammatory buffet you're feeding the child when you give them a peanut butter jelly sandwich. You can get gluten-free bread. You can get organic whole wheat bread. You get bread imported from Italy. You can get peanut butter that's just peanuts and salt. You can get jellies that are cane sugar, but not high fructose corn syrup. Also in several jellies, they put red 40 in there, yellow 5, yellow 6. These are highly inflammatory. Yellow 5 and yellow 6 have been linked to different bladder cancers. Blue 2 have been linked to different cancers and bladder cancers as well. So you have to really watch what you're feeding your children and feeding yourself. Read the labels. Even over-the-counter pharmaceutical drugs have yellow 5, yellow 6, blue 2 in them. Highly inflammatory. So when you go see a doctor and you have all this pain, all this inflammation, they're going to give you an anti-inflammatory drug. They're not going to say, hey, you got red 40 in your diet? You got yellow 5, yellow 6, high fructose corn syrup? That conversation never happens. Okay. So something like Live Complete may help you with that. Liver also loves omega-3s, omega-3 essential fatty acid. Liver also loves selenium. In 90% of our farmland, from the studies they've shown, 90% of our farmland doesn't have selenium in it. So how well is the function of your liver going on if you're not supplementing with selenium in your multivitamin or in your minerals or just selenomethionine? There's different forms of selenium, but selenomethionine is one of the very best forms. The New England Nurses Study, they followed 79,000 nurses over a 40-year period of time. Dr. Peter Glidden talks about this story. He says the women in that study who had average daily consumption of 200 micrograms of selenium had an 82.5% reduced risk of breast cancer. It's one of the videos that Dr. Glidden put out there that he was talking about this. So why is that? Well, our farmland, if 90% of our farmland doesn't have selenium in it, if you're not supplementing, if you're not getting selenium in your minerals, your multivitamin, whatever, eating Brazil nuts may have some selenium in it or may have very little in it. Depends on how the tree is grown, right? So sometimes we just need to supplement. Come and spend an hour with me. We're going to test your body. Your body will tell you what it really wants. Moving on beyond that, the liver detoxifies toxins out of your body. So does your kidneys. So your kidneys, whenever you have a blood test, a lot of blood tests, if you look at the EGFR number, estimated glomerular filtration rate, the rate at which your kidneys filter your blood. That's in the units are milliliters per minute. How many milliliters of blood do your kidneys filter every minute? And on the typical blood test, it says if you're above 60, you're fine. You're in the good range if you're above 60. Well, if you're only filtering between 29 milliliters and between 30 and 59 milliliters per minute, if you're in that range, you're in stage 3 of chronic kidney disease. Well, 60 to 89 is stage 2 of chronic kidney disease. The more blood your kidneys can filter every minute, the more toxins you get out of your body, and probably the less inflammation you have in your body. So the more you can get your kidneys to filter better, the more toxins you get out of your system, maybe you feel better overall. Have less swelling of your feet, less bags under your eyes, less fatigue, and so forth. There are supplements like Renogen, and there's supplements by Metagenics. There's supplements called kidney and bladder tincture and other supplements that you could be taking that may help open up these filtration units in your kidneys, get your blood to filter better, more milliliters per minute, and you get more toxins out of your body. Is this something your body needs? Come in and let me test you. We'll ask your body. Let me see how your body responds to having one of these a day. It may be no. Let me see how your body responds to having one dropper of this a day. It may be yes. Your body will tell you what it really, really wants. Okay. Beyond that, what else can be inflaming your body? Candida yeast. Candida yeast fungus. I'm thinking probably around 80% of the people that come to see me have issues with Candida yeast fungus overgrowth in their body. And why is that? Well, our food is preserved. What do preservatives do? Preservatives kill bacteria. They keep bacteria from growing. Well, what happens when you put those preservatives in your body? If they get into your intestines, are they destroying some of your intestinal flora, your good beneficial bacteria that's in your intestines that's protecting you? That can overall lower your immune system, make your intestines more porous, make your body more toxic, and so forth. So Candida yeast fungus, if it's attacking the walls of your intestines, attacking your internal organs, inflaming you, again, do you need an anti-inflammatory drug or maybe some type of nutrition regime where you have different nutrients and herbs going in your body that may kill fungus, as well as not feeding the fungus. Fungus thrives on simple carbohydrates. So when you eat bread, pasta, rice, cereals, sweets, treats, sugar, candies, it all breaks down to sugar. Sugar feeds the fungus, and fungus can overgrow. Too much sugar wreaks havoc with our body, greatly inflames us. Too much sugar also can block the prostaglandin production in your joints and make your joints ache more, advance arthritis and so forth, and advance pain. So having the right immune regime to help knock down pathogens in your body may have an overall effect on lowering inflammation in your body. Does your body need Immunomax? Does it need beta-glucans? Does it need astragalus? Does it need arginine 23 silver? On and on and on. There's I don't know, probably 20 different immune boosting formulas I have in my office, and we'll figure out what your body wants. Maybe just too much parasites in your system. How do you know? I've helped many, many people with this thing. People came with rashes all over their legs or all over their back or on the side of their neck, swollen eyelids, and they've seen 2, 3, 4 different dermatologists. Steroid cream, antibiotic. Steroid cream, antibiotic. Steroid cream, antibiotic. If parasites are doing this to you, steroid cream and antibiotic isn't going to affect that because that's systemically inside you and manifesting on your skin. So putting things on your skin may not help you. Most likely, most of the time, it doesn't. They'll come in here and I'll test them. Their body wants Parakill by Nutritional Frontiers or Microdefense by Pure Encapsulations. I have 4 or 5 different anti-parasite formulas in my office. Your body will tell you which one it wants the best. Internally, if those parasites are damaging tissues and cells, creating inflammation, and that's giving you pain and problems. If you're taking a parasite killing regime, maybe something like Pro-Reds may also be a good adjunct to take with it because Pro-Reds is a free radical fighter. It helps neutralize free radicals. So damaging chemicals that are flowing through your bloodstream, when you start killing parasites and dumping all this toxic waste into your body, maybe having extra antioxidants flowing at the same time may overall help you and also lower the inflammation in you. Okay, so we've gone through digestion. And let's talk about gout. Gout, we talked earlier about your kidneys. Gout could be also a function of your kidneys not filtering your body properly. You're not having the nutrients to properly convert your purines, and those purines turn to uric acid, and uric acid crystals develop in your joints, and then your joints hurt like heck. Something like uric acid formula by Pure Encapsulations has helped a lot of people. It may help you, it may not. Let's ask your body, does your body want this or not? There's tart cherry supplement by, I think it's enzymatic therapy. Tart cherry has helped people with issues with gout too. Having a low purine diet where you eat foods that are lower in purines may help you with gout. But why aren't you able to digest those foods properly? Probably not enough digestive enzymes or stomach acid or both. Probably issues with the kidney. An overall highly inflammatory diet. Your body just can't handle so much. Probably not enough minerals in your system to properly make enzymes. So come in and let's ask your body. Your body will tell you what kind of regime your body wants to help turn things around. So all these things we talked about so far, these are all nutrients. Think about what you're eating. Do you run out the door having a Pop-Tart in the morning, having a bagel, having a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit on the way to work? Are you getting all the nutrients you need for your liver, for your kidney, for detoxification, for your intestinal wall, for your probiotics, to make enzymes, to make brain cells? Are you getting all the nutrients you need from that diet? Chances are the answer is no. And maybe come in, let's ask your body and help pinpoint what your body says it needs. Okay. So that's pretty much my spiel on inflammation. It's like the point is, most people have some level of inflammation in their body. You're not anti-inflammatory drug deficient. Let's come in and let's ask your body, and your body will tell you what's going on. Let's change the way you eat. Let's change the way you nutrify your body. Let's change the way you digest your food. Let's change the way you detoxify. Give you building blocks for anti-inflammatory hormones. Give you building blocks that may be able to shut off inflammation with SPMs. Give you building blocks of nutrients that may help just drop inflammation, on the spot. Let's find out what's caused, the causation of everything. So that's my presentation today, folks. I hope you enjoyed that. Refer your friends to me. Refer your family to me. I'll do what I can to help them turn their lives around. It all starts with a lifestyle change. There's no magic pill to fix your problems. The magic is in the lifestyle change, how we daily nutrify our body, how we daily detoxify our body, recognizing the poisons in foods, the poisons in shampoos, and not being exposed to that. Eating a healthier, more clean diet is critical if we want to have long-term health and enjoy vitality. Okay, so Phil, by the way, folks, if you want to set an appointment with me, call 412-922-9355. That spells out 412-922-WELL, and I'll do what I can to help you turn your life around too. Phil, any comments online? Okay. So with that, folks, looking forward to seeing you soon.